Hey everyone, it's Cathy Zielske. Welcome back to my channel and my studio. Today I have a gorgeous winter scene to share with you featuring a new catalog release from Hero Arts. To see this card come together, stick around. It's coming up next. Here's a look at the products I'll be using today, and this is the Hero Arts Snowy Street Lamp die set. So I have done all my die cutting ahead of time off camera, and I will be sure to link all of the cardstocks that I used in the supply list and the YouTube description. I also have the Joyful Christmas Messages bundle, and this is a really nice all-purpose holiday greeting set, and it comes with the coordinating dies. So I also pulled a piece of blueberry cardstock from Concord and Ninth and some ink. And the first thing I want to do is ink blend a panel, so let's get started with that. I've got a sticky grip mat here from Waffle Flower Crafts, and I'm going to pop this on. I'm going to get my blueberry ink, and basically what I want to do here is just deepen up the top, because I want to create a winter sky in the evening. That's it. A little tone on tone, which is such an easy way to add something to your cardstock. And that's what we're doing. I trimmed this piece to be 4 inches by 5 1/4 as well. So that is trimmed already. I'll just come up from the sides like that. Maybe a little darker at the top, but it will dry back nicely. And now I'm going to clean this up and add a little bit of snow with this Hero Arts acrylic spray. This is opaque white, and I'm excited to try this out. Next, I'm going to take my panel, pop it right here, and I'm going to use some of this acrylic spray. But rather than spray it, I'm actually just going to take this, put some on my surface, and pick it up with my paintbrush, because then I'll have more control over it. And there we go, making winter and night sky. Isn't that going to be pretty? Oh, love it. Snow's coming down. I mean, this could look like stars too, but I wanted to do that. So if you use a brush with this, you're just going to get a little more control. Isn't that gorgeous? All right, I'm going to let this dry completely, and then we'll start assembling elements for the design. So I've got my panel over here. This is going to just keep drying, and I'm going to glue some things together and then add a little bit of ink blending to some of these elements. So I'm going to put on some music and speed this part up. And now I am going to glue this snow on here. And I actually may end up trimming my light pole down a little from the base. I don't know yet. We'll have to see. Oh, I totally could, because if I put that behind a snowbank. Okay, so you guys come here like that. Just hold that down. Actually, I'll put a little brick on that. And I don't have my greeting figured out yet, but I think I probably will end up trimming that because we are going to put layers of snow here. And I might actually flip these. Well, I can't get all this out. Okay, there we go. Oh, that snow actually goes, I think I put my snow on the wrong, we'll have to see. There's a way that it goes. Let's see here. That's going to be my snowbank at the bottom. And yeah, I may have put my snow in the wrong place. But here, if my bench is in front, right? Or it can be, I'll have to figure that out. I'm not 100% sure how this is going to go yet, but I am going to pop this right onto the wreath. So put this here. I may actually end up cutting my own snowbank because here's the thing. This can be clouds in the sky. Oh, get up there. Oops, I'm messing up here. It can be clouds in the sky as well. And see how that goes when they're floating up there in the sky. But I don't think you'd have the light. All right, let's press that. I'm actually going to use another die set just so that I can create myself a little snowy hill. So let me cut that out real quick so that I can put that on my card. All right, that is what I'm looking for. And that little bit of snow actually goes on the bench. So here, I think I have to trim this down just a tiny bit. So let me do that real quick. Here, I'll bring in my little scoring tool, because then I can line this up perfectly. And if I need to trim a little of that white off, I might have gotten it a little short. But here's what we'll do. We'll take a little tape runner like that. And line this up, and press. So there's a little, I'll just trim that little excess off. Got a piece of the same white cardstock. This is the Hero Arts Deluxe White Smooth, and this is going to be the base for my note card. Okay. Fold you down, and I hope I scored that right. Now I have to figure out where I'm going to trim this, because this is not going to be the full height of the card. So I'm actually going to trim it probably right there because I want it to be right flush with the bottom. I haven't done my greeting yet, and the greeting's going to happen as well, but this has to be right to the edge of the card. So I may even come down a little more and cut right on that line. And even though I'm not going to fully lose it, I'll show you what I'm going to do. I'm going to cut this, and then I'm going to save it and pop it right on top if it doesn't look weird. Does that make sense? We're going to see. We're going to see. Let's see. I'm going to go the non-shiny side because I feel like if I do it this way, I'm going to be able to see the cut better. Cut. And then when I put this on my card, I can put that right on top, and it's going to look great. It's going to totally shorten the pull. All right, so we have this. Let me get this popped onto the note card. And we're going to pop this down. Now, I can't glue all the other things until I do the greeting. So let's see here. We've got a nice little margin. Move that all the way around. I'm going to put a little bit here to hold that on. And that way my little guy got a pull cut, something like that. And that way it makes it so it is not as tall. We're just going to put it right there. I'm going to hold that. Well, you know what? I'm going to let it sit like that. Let that adhere. I don't want it to be crooked though. Here we go. Are we looking straight? All right, I'll let that adhere. I have not glued anything down yet, but I am going to do sending warm wishes. So I thought, let's set you in there where you won't get mucky. All right, I've got some embossing and watermark ink. I've got some Hero Arts gold powder, a little more of the white cardstock, And I'll just pop this into my Misty. I've got the sticky grit mat in there. And we're going to do Sending Warm Wishes. That. And I'm going to prime this just a little here with my conditioning eraser. Just gets the little coating. You can also just use your finger for this. I am going to add some anti-static powder. And then I'll take my watermark and embossing ink, ink that up really well. And that, I don't want to stamp that too many times because it's so delicate. I may change my mind and actually do that in the dark blueberry color, but I want to try this first and see. Actually, I'm just going to do them both. There's a little humidity in my space today, and it's making everything a little chunkier. And hopefully, once that comes, oh, my powder, it's going to look great. I snipped apart, oh, come here now, the wishes. And I'm just going to get this lined up here on the bottom plate. Make sure that looks basically where I want it to look. And I'm going to cut this out with my little baby cutter, my Hero Arts compact cutter. This is a new to me tool, but I have really enjoyed having this little cutter. It suctions to your table. Well, for me, because I use the glass surface, it's very nice for cutting small things. Look how nice that looks. So I'm going to cut out one more little layer here just so I have a little dimension. And then I redid this off camera so that I got more of the Sending Warm in there. All right, so we'll cut this and I will trim that. Oh, I guess I hate to say using scissors, but I think I might be using scissors. Okay. All right, I'll get this cut out and then we can start assembling the final pieces on the card. I like this kind of arrangement, and so I think what I'm going to do here is start by gluing down my, oh, there's no, interesting, I just pulled something off. I would like to put the glue here first, a little up here, get glue all over my fingers, but then I'm going to just line this up on the base here, like that. Right there on the bottom. And then once I have that pretty straight, we'll just slide you over a little, wipe that glue away. And yeah, that looks pretty straight. Pop that down here. And while I'm here, I might as well put a brick on that just to give it a chance to really adhere. And if I want to, and I think I do, I'm going to put a little dimension on here, not a lot, just top and bottom with the wreath. That way, this can feel like it's floating a little bit more off the top and the bottom. And we'll just put these smallest little bits of foam square right there. I think that will mostly stay hidden, sure. Okay, and that is going to sit right below like that. Okay, so that way it floats just a little bit. So I do want this to be centered between the light pole here and the snow hill. Okay, and then I can take this little guy here now. So this is a pretty involved card, I have to say, but you know, anytime I think you're building a scene, I mean, there's a lot going on here. I love it. I think it's this is the kind of card you send to someone special, because I don't think I would be mass producing these, but here we're just going to have a little snow dipping down from the bench like that. Okay, so it's coming down maybe up a little. That's why we like our liquid glue. and hold that there. I'm gonna pick up my bird, and I think I'm gonna set the bird right on the bench. He's just looking up, waiting for winter to go away while I'm celebrating winter with all my heart and soul. All right, so we have you on here, my little silhouette bird. Oh, stay in there. Like that. And then wishes. Here's what I don't know though. Do I want this to be a little more centered? Yes, I don't want that to be offset. Okay, I'm gonna take this off and I'll just tuck it just ever so slightly underneath wishes. All right, I'm going to put a little liquid glue here, and I think I'm going to have this more centered because I think this is just gonna look cuter. Look at that though. I love how nicely the wishes just pops off that blue. And here, because of the liquid glue, we have just a second to put that in place. Oh my gosh. And then I'm gonna just tuck this ever so slightly right underneath like that. Isn't that fun? In fact, you know, this doesn't necessarily need to have foam squares on it. In fact, what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna see if I wanna put them back on, I can, but that's what I love about foam squares. Until you really commit, you can wheel them right off, which I'm doing, because I might actually like the little extra bit of separation to slide this under. Let's see, like this. Yeah, I like that better. Okay. You know, sometimes you just change your dimension ideas at the last minute, and I think this is gonna look so cute. We're almost done. A couple little bits of glue, couple little bits of glue there, maybe right on those. I did cut that by hand, by the way. Did I mention that? I cut it with scissors. I'm very proud of myself right now. Sending warm wishes. Make sure that's straight. Like that. Oh, this is so cute. And that is my finished scene. I am so proud of myself for having created this beautiful winter scene. Oh, I think this is so much fun. So be sure to check out my blog post. It's part of a blog hop to celebrate this new Hero Arts holiday catalog. And that is a wonderfully charming winter scene. You can find links to all of the products I used in today's video in the YouTube description box. If you're not a subscriber to my channel, I'd love to have you, so please hit that subscribe button and be sure to hit the notification bell so that you don't miss the next time I post. Thanks so much for watching and have a great day. To see more holiday card project ideas, check out the 2 thumbnails I have linked below, and I'll see you in those videos.